The most common reasons why most men have lost their gal. The most common reasons why you've lost your gal. The most common reason why I've lost gal in the past. The most common reasons why men on this planet Earth will continue to lose their gal. Why your sons will lose their girls. Why your granddaddy lost his gal in the past. Weakness. And the need for a woman's validation. A man don't know where he stands in the relationship. He's letting her run things. He's lost his masculine frame. He's no longer the dominant force in this thing, blood. Man for always stay in charge. And man for always, you get me, have the woman chasing his validation, not him chasing her validation. You should know as a man where you stand in the relationship, fam. You shouldn't be uncertain at all. So what prompted me to make this video? Stand at my window, and like some new people move down a couple doors down, and I see them pull up, and certain man still on some chivalrous shit. Mad. Certain man nowadays are still opening up car doors for a gal to get in or to get out. So anyway, I don't know if he done it this time. Anyway, I see a man go over to the gal, and he gave her a kiss on the lips, and I was just thinking, yeah, this nigga's whipped. All right, he's white, but you get me. This brother here, he's whipped. He don't know where he stands. He's giving his gal a kiss on the lips, and that there's a deeper meaning behind it. And I know certain people gonna say, oh, you're just jealous, man. No disrespect to the gal. She might be a nice person, may have a heart of gold, maybe the best cook on this planet, but she's nothing special. You know, one of them gal there that you see them 5 times and you never remember what they look like in a year. You get me? One of them type of gal. Could be the nicest, sweetest angel on this planet, but the exterior ain't on point. No disrespect. It's not all about looks, innit? But I'm just saying, innit? So if anyone say, oh, you're jealous, or whatever, innit? Anyway, so I see my man give the girl a kiss on the lips, and I was thinking, yeah, my man, he don't know where he stands in this relationship. Like, he's looking for a validation and that. See, there's a deeper meaning behind everything. You see that PDA, public displays of affection, and that? When man do it, or anyone does it really, but especially when man do it, man will do it. It's almost to try and find out where they stand in the relationship. Like, a man's uncertain, so for him to get clarification on where he stands in the relationship, he's gonna try to touch her, grab her, kiss her to see how she responds. So what a man will do, if a man don't know where he stands in a relationship and that with a gal, he's uncertain and that, what he will do is he will go over to her and kiss her to see how she reacts. Does she pull away? Does she give him the cheek? Does she kiss him on the lips? Depending on how she responds to it, is going to give him indication of where he stands with this gal. I've seen it before. I remember one time, me and my mum was in Miller and Carter, Newbury Park, near Ilford sides, on the outskirts of East London. And obviously we're in the restaurant, and obviously there's couples all around us and that. And my mum said, I don't know what happened to this boy. I'm like, what? She was like, the guy behind you, for the whole hour we've been sitting there, he's not let go of this girl's hand, you know. So I turned around and I looked. And women, whether they know it consciously or subconsciously, they're aware of men seeking women's approval, seeking women's validation, trying to find out where they stand with a woman. Blood, as a man, you should never try to find out where you stand with a woman, blood. She should be doing that to you. And when that happens, the roles are reversed, blood. She enters the more masculine frame. And see, masculinity and that, it's all to do with security, you get me, being level-headed and that, being sure of yourself. Leave the uncertainty and, you get me, the non-level-headedness and the scarcity and that to the women then. Tell you right now, every man you know, including you, your dad, your granddad, your best friend, your neighbour, 99.9% of men that have lost their gal is due to weakness. And it starts off with little dumb stuff like just trying to grab your girl's hand to see where you stand with her. If a man is 100% certain, 100% about where he stands with a gal, he would not need to be grabbing her hand and giving her kisses. She'll be doing that to him. Don't get it twisted. It's nice to just, you get me, give your girl a little hug every now and then. Every now and then. Maybe, you know, when you first link up, she comes to your yard, yeah, give her a hug and whatever. Innit? But in between that, you don't need to be giving her hugs and that randomly. What for, blood? The only time you should be giving your girl a kiss, blood, is when you get me, you're trying to progress things. What are you going to do? Progress things out on the street? On the side of a busy road? When I see my man go up to the gal and give her a kiss, I thought to myself, yep, 6 months to 2 years, and she'll be on to the next one. You're too easy, blood. Women love a challenge. When you're boring and a woman stops having to chase your validation and that, she'll be on to the next one. And don't listen to these guys, because there'll be certain girl watching this right now will be like, no, a man should go up to a woman and give her a kiss and show her how much he loves her. A man should get on his knees and kiss her feet, kiss her ass in public. Women really don't know how to attract men. Yeah, women know the basics and that. Yeah, just look pretty at that. But women actually think, oh, to get a good man, I have to be educated and be a businesswoman and that. But we don't give a fuck, fam. As long as a woman has a job that's okay, like an accountant and that, that's good enough. The most important thing to us is your looks. Unfortunately, men were shallow. We see looks before anything. They say men fall in love through their eyes and women fall in love through their ears. Women think, oh, if I've got a degree, if I'm a millionaire or billionaire or property tycoon, every man is going to love me. Although I'm a 4 out of 10. Let me tell you something. Them women there, yeah, who's a 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10, average gal that have got PhDs and all these letters before and after their name, and they're a billionaire, millionaire, property tycoon. That fucking 10 out of 10, 21-year-old that still works at McDonald's, sleeping on her mum's sofa will outcompete you any fucking day. Any fucking day. Because men are hardwired to provide for women. There's hundreds of thousands of men who are millionaires who will take on a 21-year-old girl who has nothing to offer but her looks. Instead of that 25, 28, or even a 21-year-old woman who's a millionaire, billionaire, property tycoon, who's a 5 out of 10. Unfortunately, this is the way men are hardwired in that. The women that are better looking will always outcompete women that are educated. And literally, this is what happens. When a man starts searching for a woman's validation and that, she starts to take him for granted. So it starts off with the man searching for the woman's validation, giving her a cheat, going to grab her hand just to see where he stands with her and that. She realized subconsciously, or even consciously, but probably subconsciously, I have a foot up on this guy and that. So then she starts to take the guy for granted. Then it starts off with little disrespects here and there. Then major disrespects, major violations and that. And then the final nail in the coffin is she breaks up with the man. And what the 99.9% of men do when their girl breaks up with them? Please, I'll do whatever you need. Or turn up at their door, turn up at their job, phone their mum, phone the girl's mum. Like, what the fuck, blood? Start begging and pleading. Or they turn into crazy stalker mode, blood. Like Kanye West. If any of you lot believe for 1 second Kanye West bought the property opposite Kim Kardashian's house because he wanted to be closer to the children, you are a fucking idiot. Who the fuck would do that? Who would, if they have accepted the breakup and they've moved on with themselves, why would you want to see, why would you put yourself in a position where you can see your ex-wife with another man all the time? Like, come on, blood. Yeah, if you want to be in the same area as your child or within a decent commute, why not live somewhere like 20, 30 minutes away? Come on, man. The man done it because he's a stalker. Like I said, men, 95% of men that break up with the women, they want them back, obviously. They chase them and that. 45% of them turn into bitches and that. And then the other 40% turn into crazy stalker mode. And he's one of them. Gal, watching this right now, how many times have you had a boyfriend that you've broken up with and he's turned into a stalker, phoning you 100 times, turn up at your workplace and that? The only reason why he's doing it and he's able to, because the only reason why he's moving opposite is because he can afford to. I guarantee you, if most men could afford that, they would do that. Because certain men, when they break up with their gal and that, the curiosity takes hold of them, yeah? It gets the better of them. Them man, they are pre-in the Instagram stories, following their accounts and that, making fake burner accounts, as they call it or whatever, to follow their ex-gal. The man them turn nuts, blood. And literally, that's the final nail in the coffin. Certain times, yeah, when girls break up with men, they might just be vexed. Yeah? How many times have we done something in the heat of the moment that we don't really regret or we change our mind about and that? But then when your girl breaks up with you and she might not mean it or she just done it in the heat of the moment or whatever, if you start acting like a maniac, now she's really gonna feel like, blood, this guy's a madman, you know? Like, oh, he's a bitch. And what might have been just a non-serious, you get me, just unthought of a breakup and that, like a mistake, they think to themselves, well, imagine if I do get back with this person. I'll give you a scenario in it. Just imagine, yeah, you break up with your gal. Your man watches, you break up with your gal, or a gal watching this right now, she breaks up with her man. Imagine a man turns into a maniac, starts banging down her door, shouting her name out on the street for hours and that, waiting outside her house. Men do this, blood. Or he starts acting like a bitch, going to the mum and, oh, please talk to your daughter, man. Chat to your daughter, man. Chat to your daughter, man. Why are you doing this to me? And that starts getting on his knees outside the yard and that. Imagine, yeah, if this breakup was a test or she didn't really mean it, she was just angry at the time. Imagine, yeah, she thinks to herself, if I do give this guy a chance and I really need to break up with him in the future, in 2 years down the line because he's done something mad, how's he going to react? They think to themselves, I'm going to have to go through all this craziness again. So you know what? It's best to just cut all complete ties with this guy right now. Because it's only going to get worse in the future. As this guy as we progress along, this guy's going to love me more and more and more. So he's going to act way more and more crazy. Anyway, man, that's the story for today. Stay wise. Done.